Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. So in the previous video we have discussed about a bit of theory about the recon. So in today's video we'll see it practically. So let me write down the first comment today, which is Nslookup. Let me write the comment first, then I will explain. And then Nslookup. So after that you have to type then the target address, which is in my case it would be wasp.com. So let me give you a disclaimer, this video is just for educational purpose, but definitely you can perform recon from the website that are listed on the background. You can pick any website from here and then you can perform recon ethically. Okay, so okay, so after Nslookup you have to simply put down the target address, and then if you press enter, then here we can see the IP addresses, right? So here, so this is indicating the IPv4 address and this is indicating the IPv6 address. Okay, so now one question might arise, why there are multiple IP addresses. So it's due to load balancing and redundancy. This is a common practice for high traffic website to distribute traffics. So incoming user requests are spread across multiple servers to prevent overloading. And another reason is if one server goes down, other servers can handle the request, ensuring high availability. And another reason is that the geographical load balancing, which basically indicates that DNS server may direct user to the nearest server for faster response time. Okay, so that's why there we can see multiple IP addresses. So in case of Nslookup, we can add some attribute like Nslookup, and then we can mention the type. Let me write down the comment first, then I will explain. So what we have done here, so we have write down the Nslookup and then we mention the type. So type is A is basically indicating the IPv4 address. If I press enter, I can only see the IPv4 address, right? So in earlier case, we have seen the IPv4 address and IPv6 address together. But when I mention the type, A is basically means the IPv4 address. So after that, we can only see the IPv4 address. If I want to see only IPv6 address, we can do that also. So simply I have to write down Nslookup and the type. Now in this case, I have to put 4 capital A and the name of the website. If I press enter, now we can see we can only see the IPv6 address because we have mentioned the type 4 capital A. So 4 capital A is basically indicating the IPv6 address. Okay, so let's say if I want to see the mail server of that website, can we do that? Obviously we can do that. Simply I have to write Nslookup and the type and then MX and the name of the target. So MX, here MX is basically indicating the mail server. So if I press enter, here we can see there are 5 mail servers are using this website. Okay, and then there is another one which is called SOA, or okay, let me write it down, and the type SOA and the name of the target. So if I press enter, so SOA, okay, so SOA is basically indicating the start of authority. So it basically holds the administrative information. So the here we can see the origin is basically the Cloudflare, and mail address is DNS cloudflare.com. So this point is indicating the actually at the rate. I mean, it basically indicating that DNS at the rate cloudflare.com. So that's what it means. And then we can see the server. We can see the serial number, refresh, retry. So retry 2400 second means after the failure, it will wait till so at 2400 seconds time interval for before retrying after a failed refresh. Okay, and there is expire and minimum TTL, and there's another type which is called Nslookup, and the type is basically text txt, and then let me take another web address. If I press enter, so here we can see some information about this website. So txt is basically holds the arbitrary information about the target website. So these records are often used for domain ownership verification or email authentication or validation token. So here we equal spf1 as uh, spf1 all, which is indicating that no mail servers are authorized to send email on behalf of this website. Okay, and then we can see the verification of index, and we can see there are two Google site verification for Google services. Okay, so this is about the Nslookup, and there is another there is similar kind of command like Nslookup, but which is more advanced than Nslookup is basically the dig. So dig means domain uh, domain information grouper. So it provides detailed information about the DNS response, so which is more advanced than Nslookup. So how so let us use this command. Uh, okay, dig and then name of the target website .net. If I press enter, now here we can see the information about this target website. Here we can see the header. So header, there is a opcode query which is indicating this is a standard query and the status is no error. And there is a ID, which is this one, which is basically the unique ID, and we can see some flags over there. And we can see the question section where by default it is asking for IPv4 address, and that's why we are seeing the IPv4 address in the answer section. Okay, and we can also add some attribute with the dig. So how to do that? Let me take another website, net, and then if I press mx, so mx is basically indicating the mail server. If I press enter, then we can see the mail server for this particular website. Earlier we have seen this using the Nslookup, but at this moment we are seeing the mail server using the dig command. So these are the mail server that are using in this particular website. Let me use another attribute. It's dig and then name of the website and then ns. So ns is basically indicates the name server. So if I press enter, we can see the name server in here. In the question section also you can see for this website we are asking for name server. So that's why in the answer section we are seeing the name server. Okay, and then there is we can perform more attribute with this tag. Now let me take another website, themeforest.net, and the SOA. So SOA basically means the start of authority, which holds the administrative information. So in this case, this website is also using the Cloudflare. So that's how we can use the Nslookup and then dig to gather information about our target site. So in the next video we'll see some websites, how we can gather information using different types of website like Synces, DNS Dumbester, Shodan, like that. So yeah, that's it for today. See you tomorrow. See you in the next video.